good morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this video. We're going to continue learning about the Japanese samurai and the ways or the things that they learned in order to become a samurai from a young age. Today we're going to focus a little bit less on the fighting, a little bit less on the violence, and a little less on the tactical training. Today we're going to learn a little bit about training in writing and literature, because as much as these samurai were kind of macho men with a lot of honor, they were also very skilled in literature and in calligraphy and in poetry writing. All of these things kind of came together into creating a person who was well-rounded. They were expected to be the most educated, or at least highly educated in things like writing and literature, alongside their incredible strength and agility. So if you've ever seen any cool cursive writing, any kind of graphic design, that is considered calligraphy. But during this time, obviously, they didn't have the digital ware that we have today. During their time, they used a brush, an inkstone, and some silk or paper. And what they would do is they would take their ink block, which is just a block of ink, and they would take a chunk of it and rub it on a inkstone until it got to the right consistency. They would dip their pen and then they would brush letter their what they were writing. Samurai were also known for their incredible talent in poetry, and a famous samurai named Matsuo Basho invented a type of poetry called haiku poems. And haiku poems are super simple. They're about everyday objects, they're about everyday life, they're about literally what you see next to you. And one of the most famous haikus goes like this: "An ancient pond, a frog jumps in, the splash of water." It's very simple, but kind of beautiful due to its simplicity and the way in which it's literally writing about things that people would see on an everyday basis. Now, I just read to you a translated version of that poem. So the symbols don't necessarily match the original symbols, but haikus are 3 lines. And the reason why haikus are kind of distinct, the way that they're distinct, is the first line has 5 syllables, the second line has 7 syllables, and the third line has 5 syllables. Now, if you don't know what a syllable is, it's kind of like counting how many times your jaw moves open when you talk. So let's talk about the word haiku. So hai, that's 1, and then ku, that's 1. So haiku has 2 syllables. So I might be pronouncing this a little bit off, but the first line of the poem that I just read in Japanese is furu ike ya. Furu ike ya. That's 5 syllables. The second line is kawazu tobikumu. Kawazu tobikumu. That's 7 syllables. And the last line is mizu no oto. Mizu no oto. That's 5. So you're going to be challenged to write a haiku about anything you want to write about, as long as it's school appropriate. The first line is 5 syllables, second line 7, and the third line is 5 syllables. So you'll see the challenge either on Google Classroom or on your paper in front of you. Have a great day. Bye.